Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Laras Putri Marvita. I'm from Urban and Regional Planning Semester 6 in the Faculty of Engineering, University Islamic of Riau. Now, I would like to share to you about my material of the day. It's about slum settlements or housing in the Pekanbaru city. What is slums area? For the first time, I will start my presentation from introduction, theory, analysis and problems, and conclusion. Let's get started. First, introduction. A city is a government control center for settlement and population activities that is shaped by the physical representation of the force that shape it, such as social, economic, cultural, and political conditions. The rapid physical development of a city can be caused by the growth and increase in activity, population, and limited property. On the other hand, as a result of natural population growth and population relocation known as migration, the population has risen every year. Rapid population growth in the direction of this population boom, which result in a variety of issues, including housing or settlement issues, job opportunities, infrastructure, crime, population, and environmental issues. Slum settlements usually arise as a result of urbanization, namely the movement of people from villages to cities, usually want to find a better life. They work in shops, in restaurants, as waiters, and others. It is difficult to find work in the cities due to the large number of job seekers, while workplaces are limited. So many of them become homeless. In cities, it is difficult to find a decent place to live because they are not covered by an income they earn every day. And finally, it gives rise to slums. As the word urban is, many low-income families are often evicted by force and pushed to the edge of cities and to unplanned and poorly serviced area. Next is regulation. Slum settlements are uninhabitable settlements due to construction irregularities, high levels of building density and quality of buildings, service and amenities that do not meet the requirements. According to Law No. 1, 2011, concerning house and residential areas, while slums housing is housing that has decreased the quality of its purpose as a place of. Theory. A. As informal housing, slums are often defined by 5. First, unsafe and or unhealthy homes. For example, lack of windows, dirt floor, leaky walls and roof. Second is overcrowded homes. Third, limited or no access to basic service. For example, water, toilet, electricity, and transportation. 4. Unstable homes. Weak structures are often blown away and or destroyed during storm and earthquakes. And last, no secure land tenure. B. Slum area is an area where the house and residential condition of the people in the area are very bad. Houses and existing facilities and infrastructure are not in accordance with applicable standards. Both standard needs, building density, requirement for healthy house, need for a clean water, sanitation, and completeness, requirements for roads infrastructure, open space, and completeness of other social facilities. Kurniasih, 2007. C. According to Sinulinga, 2005, a slum is a residential environment or a place to live or house and its environment, which function as a residence and as a means of family fostering, but is not suitable for habitation in terms of population density. Its facilities and infrastructure, educational facilities, health and facilities, and community socio-cultural infrastructure. What is slum? Facts and risks. To better understand the living condition in slums, it's essential to look at the health hazard that people are faced with. Living in the slums is far from glamorous as families are cut off from the most basic service and often have to deal with violence. A. Health and well-being. Because in plain settlements are typically not connected to basic services such as clean water, sanitation, and hygiene facilities, residents are at great risk of contracting waterborne and respiratory disease. Example, due to the lack of windows and air vents. High population density, lack of proper toilets, and close proximity of homes allow disease to spread quickly. This creates a risk for large population who are often unable to access adequate health facilities to get treatment in time. B. Safety and violence in slums. Emergency and law enforcement vehicles have difficulty to navigating those unplanned settlements due to tightly woven pathways and few signs, resulting in difficulties monitoring and controlling crime and providing health service. Poor community planning and structurally unsound construction create hazard for inhabitants, which are exacerbated in many unplanned settlements by floods, fire, and landslide. C. Perpetuating that cycle of poverty. High rates of illness within slums communities cause a decline in productivity and prevent children from attending school normally. For those who can, studies have shown a clear decline in performance at school and a much higher dropout rate due to poor health. The lack of space and lack to do their homework is also a cause. D. Disaster and evictions. As people attempt to meet their immediate need for shelter, many low-income urban dwellers end up with poorly constructed shelters in locations that are unsafe and highly vulnerable to disaster and other types of environmental degradation. Next is problems. The increase in slum settlement is more due to the continuous urbanization. This uncontrolled urbanization results in a lack of residential location in urban areas, so that urbanities live in areas that are not suitable for habitation. Factors that contribute to the expansion of slum include urbanization and population migration. First, land factor in urban areas. Second is take into account to the cost of basic infrastructure and service. Third, consideration of a socio-economic kind. And four, consideration of a socio-cultural nature. 5. Geographical consideration. 6. Factor of accessibility, and last, educational consideration. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, let me sum up the main points, starting with, if examined in light of Article 7 of Pekanbaru City Regional Regulation Number 13 of 2016 concerning the prevention and quality enhancement of slum housing and slum settlements. The criteria for slum settlements clarify the criteria used to assess slum condition in housing and settlements in terms of houses, community roads, drinking water supply, environmental drainage, wastewater treatment, feces collection, solid waste management, and fire safety are all aspects of environmental management. The elimination of slum area is important because it not only makes the area neatly organized, it also relates to the existing social condition of the community. If the area is a slum, then health, welfare, and other social factors will not be released. Okay guys, that's all what I want to share. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.